The biggest thing for me is I'm able to work directly with my farmer. We're able to sit here and have this relationship where we're planning our entire year out. Craig and I are able to come together, look at seed bank catalogs, or he's telling me what he is, something new he's bringing in that we never heard of.
This crop planted early spring. That's about the perfect size right there. There's also some golden beets on that side, kind of sprinkled in there. And you can tell they have a little bit more yellow to the stem.
I see what you mean.
Yep,
Going
you can
right
pull
up.
that one. That's a good one. And they're a little bit smaller beet. They take a little bit longer to grow than the Chioggia is. This guy's a nice Italian heirloom. It's also called candy cane beet or candy stripe beet, because when you cut it, it has like a bullseye cross section. They look pretty cool.
This is gonna make a really nice dish. We have 30 acres of beautiful land out on the property at the hotel and restaurant. And then we have this wonderful 22 acres down here at the farm that Craig has done the first 3 years of just starting to develop.
Our relationship is unique. We're basically connected to the hotel, so we're an amenity for the hotel, and we're also an amenity for Chef Haydn. We're less than 2 miles down the road, so if he runs out of something, I can run it over there real quick. We work closely with the restaurant with dinners and events and menu planning.
The idea is to kind of have everything tied in with the hotel and the farm. So whether that is, we're doing an event and we have a group of people up at the hotel, and then we come and we cycle down here, and we might be in the fields and harvest some things with the guests, creating like this whole chef experience, and they'll be a part of the harvesting. We'll bring them back, do some of the prep, and then kind of show them the whole entire thing, 360 of how it went from the field to the kitchen, and then in turn as a guest and how it's gonna be the final product.
People are really searching out the local food because they realize that it has a better flavor, has a way better shelf life, and it'll last in their fridge 3 times as long. We don't use any synthetic chemicals or fertilizers or pesticides or herbicides. Everything's 100% natural. It's a little bit more difficult. You gotta pay a little bit closer attention to everything that's going on, but that's part of the challenge, and it's the way food should be grown.
Having the farm South Carolina certified, it means we are able to have something else that we are proud of, that we can say came from our backyard, essentially. I'm not big on labels, but if you want to talk about hyper-local, this is basically as good as it gets right here. On the menu, I would call this beet salad and put salad in quotations so people know it's not a salad. You know what I mean? I will keep things super vague and then almost under-deliver on the menu description and then over-deliver on the presentation, the execution, and then hopefully the overall dish. Really everything today we wanted to showcase from the farm. We're gonna make a salad, but not in the sense like a leafy green salad where it's more about the greens and the components you put together. We're gonna make a salad with beets, and we're gonna put a few other things to go with the beets, but still showcasing the beets and making it the star of the show. Not many people know that beet greens are edible. They're delicious. They're a tender green on their own. They're versatile. They can be eaten raw. You can chop them up and put them into your salads. There's a couple different things you can do with them. You have to challenge yourself, kind of think about different ways that you can do these things. Lots of flavors you can capitalize on. So now we're left with our prized beet. You don't necessarily have to peel the beet, but there is a bitter flavor that it does impart. So I just like to peel off that little bit. Makes a huge difference. It's important that we're able to work so closely, with our farmers. Once we're able to have those relationships with them, we can say, I know it's almost impossible, but if it was possible, could we get all of our beets to look like this? These beets are better when they're this size. I feel like they're sweeter. I feel like they're just, they're crispier, the colors are more vibrant. I feel like everything about it is making my dish better. All we really want to do is just showcase the ingredient. The least amount of things that we have to do to kind of take away from the integrity of that. Once you strip away, you know, the presentation, then it just goes down to the flavors. So this is going to be our little nest that is going to hold all of our beets in place. And that way too, it forces the guest to eat this the way that it is intended. So they cannot cut through this salad with their utensil without getting a little bite of this in every step of the way. It's going to create this experience so that no matter where the guest comes in here with their utensil, they're going to have to drag this apart this way or come up across here. So they're going to get every single one of these elements that we put together in the salad and get this perfect bite that we're hoping to achieve, hopefully in turn have the guests enjoy it as well. As a South Carolina Chef Ambassador, it is an honor to be able to showcase these ingredients. We are trying to do as much as we can on the menu, from whether it be our own farm or, you know, our surrounding farms. People are starting to take more and more notice, and they're wanting to see what else South Carolina has to offer. You know, we have the mountains, we're close to the Blue Ridge. It's opened up a whole bunch of doors for us in the sense that, you know, we can help these tiny little farms in some ways more than other, just by, you know, supporting their small business, having more and more people aware of them, and saying, hey, like, you know, these people every single Wednesday, they have a farm stand. It's open to the public. You know, it's not just the chefs that can go and buy stuff from them. You all in the area can go down there any single time you want. They'd love to see you.
One of my favorite things about growing food out here is seeing the food go from our field to the table, and then going in and tasting my food and seeing what the chefs, what amazing dishes they can prepare with it. It just makes me happy to see everything go from seed to the full bounty of the harvest and then to the restaurant.
This is a privilege. Not everybody is able to work directly with their farmer. It's more of a responsibility for us now because we are given these whole plants. We want to show respect to the people that grew this, and let's showcase this ingredient. I'm Haydn Shaak. I'm the South Carolina Chef Ambassador, and I'm a huge advocate of rustic elegance.